Alright, so I know I told you I was going to do my Red Hulk, Gray Hulk review next. At least I told somebody that. I obviously lied. I'm not going to do that. When I said that, I didn't realize I was going to find this Marvel Legends Black Widow set at Target today. Walked in, probably to like hoard some more toilet paper or something. Asked the dude, you got these Marvel Legends Black Widow set? He goes, I think I got them in the back. Went in the back, pulled out the full case. Just for you know, Taskmaster's 2 per case. The rest of them was 1 per case. There's 7 figures in the set, 8 figures including the Build-A-Figure. And this set of toys, I'm going to get through it as quick as possible. I'm going to try to do this whole video in less than 15 minutes and still pull out a shit ton of comparisons. First off, let's talk about the coronavirus really quick. I think this shit is crazy. I was like, this is some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen. For one, I don't think it's much worse than the common cold. I don't know why everybody's freaking out about it. They canceled Supercross, which is something I care a lot about. I'm working at the Wynn on the Strip. Everybody was saying there's going to be rumors of them closing. I'm like, I'm in construction. I don't really have to worry about it. We're kind of like really not at the public. I went to work at 8 o'clock this morning for an emergency meeting. And they said, the Wynn is closing, every job is shut down except for this job, you guys are fine. And then I had to go to a 10 o'clock emergency meeting, and they said, you guys got 30 minutes to get your shit and get the hell out of here. The job is closed until April 1st. Wouldn't this be like the best April Fool's joke ever of all time? That would be pretty cool. So then it's like, now it's real. Like, you think that it wasn't real, but it's real. It's really real. I don't know if we're going to get quarantined or what quarantine means or whatever. Does that mean we can still go hunting Marvel Legends and still go ride our dirt bike and still go to like Popeyes and grab a chicken sandwich? I'm not real sure. Let's go ahead and go over these things real quick. The set is kind of a boring set, man. This is the only new character in the whole 8 figures. Everybody else you already have. It's a different version of the one that you already have. But it's just like, whatever. So you got Marvel's Spy Master. He's a new character. God, he couldn't be any more boring, but he's a new character, and that makes it for, I really want this one. I know a lot of you guys were too lazy to get on eBay and get a Winter Soldier. For everybody was screaming, hey, we need a new Winter Soldier. No, actually, we didn't. I have a shit ton of Winter Soldiers. My buddy sold his for like $175 on eBay. And then you go, oh, that's why they're making another Winter Soldier. Because anytime these things go up over $100, they reissue them, they remake them. Because they don't want eBay getting their money, they want to get their money. So that's why we have another Winter Soldier. Then you have this blonde chick, Bella Vova. She's in the movie. The figure looks pretty cool. I think this might be a new character. I know I have a comic book blonde chick. I don't know if it's this chick or not. I'll pull her out for a comparison. Maybe that is a new character. The Black Widow from the movie. God, we got a lot of Black Widow figures coming. I got another one sitting right back there that I need to review. This thing, I don't know. I can't tell if they're doing the face scanning technology. I know Black Widow's face looks really good. The rest of them look okay. And then you have the Red Guardian. With this, I'm hoping that when they decided to make this toy, that they didn't realize that he's supposed to have a mask on in the movie. For them to make him unmasked, I want the mask. I don't really care about the unmasked. And another thing, the packages are like, the artwork, they're real cartoony. They're totally different this time around. I don't really dig them. I kind of like the old packaging better. But whatever. So they show him here on the back of the package with his helmet on. God, I really wish that he had his helmet on. I wish he would have did two different heads with this. On this, a figure like this, I wouldn't have bought 2. I would have just put the masked head on him and kind of been done with it. Our movie Red Guardian, I can't pretend like I didn't want that. Then you have the movie Taskmaster. This thing, God, you can definitely tell where they're spending their money. The movie figures, especially this thing, this looks really amazing. Like, they killed it with that thing. I'm actually looking forward to pulling him out. I'll pull out the rest of the comparison. And this is like probably the shittiest one in the set. This Crossbones. I thought we had tons of great Crossbones. This thing, which I'll show you a better look at it, but damn, that toy looks like shit. Let's check these things out. Right, so to keep this video under the 15-minute mark, I'm going to go through it really quick. I'm going to start down here with my least favorite to my favorite, and then I'm going to go from my favorite back down to my least favorite, as far as the comparisons go. My least favorite is the Winter Soldier. He's an amazing action figure. Yeah, he looks great. It's just that we have so many Winter Soldiers, it's kind of hard to get excited about another Winter Soldier. Then you have Crossbones, which I love Crossbones, but this is probably the worst one that I own. Then you have Black Widow. There's so many Black Widows coming out. Of course we need the movie one. It's just another Black Widow at this point. Then you have the Red Guardian without the mask, and we'll get to it. Red Guardian. And then getting up here closer to my favorites, you have the Taskmaster. This Taskmaster, they killed it, man. That thing looks really amazing. And then this chick, the Bulva chick, I don't know how to say her name. Nothing great here. It's just, I'm kind of thinking it might be a new character. You guys can help me out with that one. Then you have the... God, I already forgot his name again. That's how irrelevant that character is. I gotta actually look on the back of the package. Spymaster. Don't pretend like you know who he is. Don't pretend like you're a Spymaster fan that you're not. He's my second favorite figure in the set, clearly because he's the first time ever getting that figure. And then the Build-A-Figure, which, I mean, he's the Build-A-Figure. The Crimson Dynamo, I absolutely love that. That's a Crimson Dynamo that I've always wanted. I'm glad that we finally got it. I love this figure. I just love it. We'll go ahead and start with him. Let me pull. I guess we'll just hold the camera right here. I did pull out the other Crimson Dynamo for a side-by-side comparison. When we got this Crimson Dynamo, I was like, God, that's not the one I want. I know when they announced this one, a lot of guys were going, that's not the costume I wanted. Well, that's the costume I wanted. I love that. Could you guys imagine, just dream with me for a second, could you imagine if we get the whole, what is it called, the Soviet Society, I'm pretty sure it's Soviet Society, the Russian crew with the big grizzly bear and titanium, oh, God, that would be, I mean, we're close. We're really close to getting that team. Please give us that grizzly bear. Please, please, please. If you guys, Jesse, come on, man. Dwight, come on. Give us that grizzly bear. Enough about the old one. I'm sure you've seen it before. Hopefully you own this thing. I still kind of think that you need this in your collection just because he's a totally different costume than this one. I think it might even be a different character. You guys will let me know. Let's take a quick look at this thing. Truly amazing. I love the cracks in the armor. I love the blue clear plastic on the gauntlet. Also truly amazing. Look at that thing. I love it. I absolutely love this action figure. Just getting this makes the whole set worthwhile because this set is kind of like really not that exciting, at least for me. Tons of movie stuff. Not very many new characters. It's just kind of like, but this, God, I love it. I absolutely love, I love the Crimson Dynamo. I am so excited to put this on my shelf. Really pumped about that one. Then you have the Spymaster. I think they could have just given him a little bit, like just some kind of a wash or a scrub or a brush or just something. He just looks so freaking boring. Like, God, the red gun, like... He does have a little paint detail on his knuckle right there. So I guess they did try. He's done good. He looks good. He looks just like the character. But if they could have dressed him up a little bit. He's a new character in my collection. I'm stoked to get him. But he's also boring as hell. So yeah, go figure. Then you have this Bulva chick. I went ahead and pulled out all the blonde chicks that I had. And then you guys can go, nope, she's a new character. Or nope, she's that character. I could research it. But I'm not. You could also just watch like a really good toy channel like Shart or Unparalleled Universe or X-Manny or... There's a lot of good reviews out there. This isn't one of those channels. This is just for pure entertainment to show off my collection. Let's be real here. There's a reason why you're watching it and it's not for a good review. So then I pulled out all these. I think that this one might be this one, or it could be this one. I think this is just a blonde version of Black Widow. At least I'm pretty sure. But god damn, look how that thing looks like shit. Let's take a quick look at her. The face on this, they definitely missed the mark a little bit. I don't know if that's a real scan technology or not. It's good. It's just not great. Let me try to get a little bit better lighting here. The hair is kind of cool. Look at that long, lanky... Oh, man, that neck looks like shit. Ass looks good. The neck, whew, horrible. Absolutely horrible. I'm not even thinking about going over articulation in this video. She comes with these little guns, same guns that comes with Black Widow. She does have holsters. That's kind of cool. It could be a new figure in my collection. I'm not real sure. It could also be one of these. You guys will let me know for sure. I'm sure on that. Let's kind of get some of these out of here. Make room for some of this other shit coming. There's a lot of shit coming. I mean, a lot of shit coming. Then you have this Taskmaster. He does come with, he comes with fisted hands, a sword hand, a gun hand. He comes with the arrow. Here's what kind of sucks about this. He comes with the sword. There's no place to store the sword, so you have to hold it in his hand. He comes with the shield. There's no plug hole in the back to put the shield on his back. I don't know if that's something that he does or not, if he puts the shield on his back, but you can clip it on his arm, so that's kind of cool. He comes with these like Black Panther hands, 2 of those. Really cool. Nice touch. Good job, Hasbro, on that one. I really thought that was cool. Look at the detail on this figure. They absolutely killed it. He kind of has a skull face, kind of not. I wish it was more of a skull face. I was talking to my boy Brock. He said he hated the goggles. Like, he wanted the skull face, like these ones back here in the back. I'll go ahead and show you a quick look at something. This is like the oldest one that I have. Hopefully you guys got that. I think this is still a great action figure. That's the skull face. That's what we all wanted for Taskmaster. I know they're trying to do some updated movie version. Then you also have this one with the skull face, which I think they killed it with that. Could you imagine if this looked like that with the cape? And I love this. I love this. This Taskmaster, pure amazing. And then you have this one. I think this one had 2 different heads. I didn't get 2 of them because I already figured I already had way too many Taskmasters. I put this head on there that doesn't have the skull head, so maybe that's kind of, I mean, it kind of has the skull eyes. You get what I'm saying. So it has the lightsaber plug on the back for the shield. Look how small that shield is too. That's kind of weird. Get him out of here. Take a quick look at him. Comes with the bow. You can put the bow around this thing. He also comes with an arrow, which doesn't really have a place to hold it. The bow is cool. The shield is cool. The sword is cool. I definitely like that. If I ever get another Taskmaster, I want it to be like a Mezco version of a Taskmaster. I think they would really kill it. Let me try to get you like a close-up of this head sculpt. Oh, I get the sword out of the way. I mean, the goggles are weird. I get it. It does kind of like have like a modern look. It looks like they thought about doing a cape like this with this stupid scarf thing, but then they didn't follow through on the cape. It's like it, see that? It's like there should be a cape there, but there's not a cape there. It's almost like I left it in the package or some shit. Let me find that package and see what he looks like on the back of it. Just give me a second. I'm going through. I dropped it. Hold on. So here's the back. So there's no cape on there. Let me side art. You see how it looks like there's, ooh, look at like the letters on the goggles, or the orange. And the package actually looks better than the toy. This is a new package too, by the way. See how it's like kind of real animated? And then he also has that orange on the goggles there. Also, it looks like that strap is supposed to be connected, like that's what holds his backpack up. The picture actually looks better than the toy. See that? How it, that's weird. They definitely, that doesn't look that great. But there's tons of little texture in there. I do like this figure. He's 2 per case, so you might see him. When you see him, you're going to know that you got screwed and you missed out on the rest of the set. There's a Taskmaster. I can't spend too much time on the Taskmaster because we got a lot of other figures to get to. Then you have the Red Guardian, pretty much Russian's version of Captain America. I thought that we had like an old like Toy Biz or an older one of this. I looked, I didn't see it right away. I don't want to spend too much time looking. Maybe I put it in the wrong place. Maybe this is the only other one that we have. And then you have this one. See, I like the mask. Like, I wish you would have had the mask on. Like, that's another thing on the package on this one. God, it's crazy that I'm showing the package. That's something I never do. See how he has a helmet on? Wouldn't that have been way cooler? Like, I didn't need this version. I needed this version. We didn't get that version. Once again, the box looks better than the toy. This one just has that cheap look to it. Like that. Like, it's like one of their, like, $10 action figures. Like, it just kind of has, like, a cheap feel. The head on this, once again, looks a little off. They kind of missed the mark. I don't know, maybe they had to do the toy so early where they didn't really know what he looked like. But I don't really think that they killed it. He's a movie version of Red Guardian, which is something that I wanted. Then you have this Black Widow. She does come with fisted hands, which I'm not going to use. She comes with her batons, but I don't know what's going on. Like, one of my batons is weird looking. Like, it doesn't look like this one. Maybe it's like a limited edition or something. Like, I got like a special, like, super rare one. She comes with the same pistols as this other chick, same holsters. Let's look. Oh, different. So this one has like the knives and shit that doesn't come out. This is a completely different, which that looks similar. Yeah, but it's different. The holsters that actually work, that's kind of cool. They did it. I mean, she looks great. Look at the face on this one. Like, that actually looks really good. The hair looks amazing. It's a good looking figure. It's just another Black Widow, which I guess we did need it. But at the same time, it's just another Black Widow. Then you have the Crossbones. We'll go ahead and spread some of these out if you can see them. You got the movie Crossbones. Can you believe how small that action figure is? Like, that is... God, that sucks. He's like midget Crossbones or something. Then you have this one that... Oh, man, there goes the Winter Soldier. This Crossbones is amazing, but I didn't like how he didn't have the cross on his chest. I thought that kind of sucked. So my all-time favorite Crossbones is this one back here with the big gun. Let me pick a couple of these Winter Soldiers up and try to get them out of the way. Scoot these down. Pull him out. Let me try to get his hand off this gun. He came with that gun. This was like a box set, like a con exclusive. Look at this. With the Thunderbolt thing on his chest, the X. They actually painted the knife. So you take this choice probably 10 years old or something. I know it's not new. Then you look at this. Like, look how cool this looks. Look how generic this looks. Like, man, they used to do such a good job. Like, so when they did this, I was like, yeah, it's kind of a new costume. It's kind of a new look. I do want this figure in my collection, but come on, really? Like, this is amazing. Not to mention he comes with just this little tiny accessory back here, this little Pee-wee gun. And then you have this one. I think this was like an exclusive somewhere or something. I don't know. It almost kind of looks like he belongs in a different universe. But there's another Crossbones figure. Yeah, go figure. God, that's a cool action figure. Really. Oh, look at that hole like in his. I guess I'm supposed to plug that wire in there or something. Another really cool Crossbones. Let's get him out of the way. And let's get to this Winter Soldier. And I got to try to make some room to show off all this bullshit that they did over here. So down here you got Bucky. If you're going to redo a figure, redo that figure because that thing looks like shit. And then you have the old ones. These were the ones that went for a shit ton of money. My buddy sold his for like 175 bucks. This is still, like, look how good this is. Let me get this one on the way. He came with a different head, or I think that one was like in a 2-pack or something. This is the one that just came out. Let's set them next to each other for size. So this one's obviously a little bit bigger. The new one, if you look at these two, I like the old one better. I think the head sculpt looks better. The chest is better. It has a wash. I love how it has that wire on the arm. This one doesn't have the wire on the arm. This one has the American star. This one has like, I guess that's a Russian star. Oh, this one has God. I mean, I'm happy to have all of these, I guess. Like, I was thinking I didn't need another one. I still really like my old one. I was like, well, maybe I could get rid of one of these old ones. I don't need this many. And then when I pull them all out, and I'm like, yeah, I guess I do. So these are all the comic book versions, which I really like all of these. I guess I'm glad I didn't sell any of them. And then you have the movie ones over here. Let me line them all up so you can see them. The movie version. So you see he looks real similar to the movie versions. Man, I'm already hitting that 15-minute mark. That's it. That's it. Man, I got to wrap it up. Thanks for watching, guys.